Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your boy Lightrace, sponsored by Chaotech, coming to you live tonight for the VS Gaming League, Valhalla Vispera and Ferrule Apes for Evolution Gaming. This is going to promise to be an epic matchup, as Vispera is loaded with super players. Ferrule Apes, I'm not very familiar with them, but I guess we will definitely have to wait and see what they bring to the table. Just having a look at the quick bans out at the moment is the Earthshaker. We've got the Nightstalker as well as the Tusk being banned out. And Ferrule Apes, they've decided to take out the Phantom Lancer, the AA, and the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker, extremely potent in this patch, does so much damage, offers so much disruption during the team fights, and not something to be meddled with. But Vispera quickly come up with their offlane Clockwork. That is definitely going to be the initiation for the team. They could potentially even use him as a roaming, but those rockets is definitely going to provide much needed vision and a little bit of harassment, and Vispera definitely wants to have that. But Ferrule Apes, they've decided to go for the Dazzle. This could potentially mean that they could pick up the Axe, which they are actually going to do right now. The Dazzle Axe combination also very good. and that is going to throw a spanner in the works for the side of Vispera. So they need to get something that's going to be able to deal with the axe. They might potentially look at picking up a Obsidian Destroyer, which is pretty good up against the axe. He does have long range, he does do quite a lot of damage. He's got the Astral Imprisonment, and that could potentially take axe out of the game for a good couple of seconds, and that could potentially give Vispera the upper hand. But there are loads of options that they can go for, not easily counterable the Dazzle Axe combination. They could even potentially look at taking out the Dazzle first before the Grave can come out. And with the Venomancer, lovely pick up there by the side of Vispera. Venomancer also very, very good in dispatch, got a lot of harassment, a lot of slow, brings a lot of DPS to the game and damage over time, and that is definitely a hero to look out for. He could potentially, you know, go into the support position, maybe at the bottom lane. He could be on the roaming, maybe help out in the mid lane. I mean, it's a very versatile hero, especially with the slow that it provides, and we'll see how Venomancer does in this matchup. The Sniper being banned out by the side of Ferrule Apes at the moment. Sniper's just one of those cheeky little heroes standing in the back line and doing quite a lot of damage. He does definitely have long range, so they're not easily going to be able to get to him, and yeah, Sniper's a very, very good ban out in my opinion. Sniper's also quite good against the axe, unless axe decides to pick up a blade mail. The chances are he probably will, but now the Luna has actually been banned out. Luna's a very, very good hero as well. Does a lot of AoE damage. Early stages of the game, not so much, a little bit of a mini stun, but he can definitely farm up quite nicely. Still waiting for the fourth ban out from the side of Ferrule Apes. They have banned out the Phantom Lancer, the Ancient Apparition, the Spirit Breaker, the Sniper, and the Death Prophet is being banned out. I'm not sure if that was because the time actually... No, they do have reserve time left. Sorry, I looked at that one. But they still have 1 minute and 57 reserve time left. Now, 12 seconds on the clock. Vispera has got 1 minute 51 in reserve time, so they are able to take the time and discuss a bit as to how they are actually going to deal with this Dazzle Axe combination. There are various heroes that they can add to this particular pool. You've got the Centaur Warrunner. It's going to just provide that extra initiation for the axe. It's going to provide that additional armor as well. You can also potentially look at maybe adding a Magnus to the mix. That splash damage is definitely going to help the axe a lot. A Tidehunter could work very well. You can maybe try and pop in a Naga Siren. There are so many options with these two heroes that you can go for. But looking at Vispera on the banning side, they have taken out the Medusa. But now Ferrule Apes are bringing out the big guns, the Witch Doctor support. Oh ho ho, this is going to cause a lot of issues for the side of Vispera. They've got the clockwork. If he is going to cock, he's going to trap himself in. He's going to have to get out of that situation extremely fast and avoid the stun from the Witch Doctor. He's also got the Death Ward and the Maledict, which is going to give them issues. But now Monkey King is being picked up, and that opens up the door now on Ferrule Apes. They can decide to pick up the Enigma, which is a very nice counter for Monkey King, especially using the Midnight Pulse to take away the trees, and that will eventually ensure that Monkey King falls to the ground. He's got a 4-second stun applied to him, and 4 seconds in Dota is especially long. So they need to be aware of the fact that Enigma is still on the table. 1 minute and 48. Still waiting to see what the side of Ferrule Apes or Evolution Gaming is going to go for. Taking their time at the moment, deciding what they want to do. It's strange to see that the Legion Commander has not been touched yet, but oh, 2 epic combos in one. The Dazzle and the Axe, the Witch Doctor and the Faceless Void. Vispera have got their work cut out for them. This is not going to be an easy game. That's one thing that I can say right now. The Monkey King might potentially be a good pickup, but now the Faceless Void is coming out. That also is going to counter the Monkey King. If Monkey does pop that ulti down, Faceless Void has the Chronosphere available. It is going to cause issues, and it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to come up with. The Vengeful Spirit is now being picked up, so Vispera now need an extremely hard carry. They could potentially look at, or basically they need a mid from what I can see. The Invoker is still available, so that's going to cause some issues for the side of Ferrule Apes, especially with the Cyclone and the Meatballs. You've got the Cold Snap. There's so many spells that Invoker can actually go for. And it's only the case where Vispera will be able to see the potential that Invoker will actually have in this game. It's going to be very interesting to see what they're actually going to pick. They need something hard. They might even decide to go for a Magnus themselves. They could potentially decide to go for a Slardar. They need something that's going to hit extremely hard. But the Obsidian Destroyer actually now being banned out. Was that a good move there from the side of Vispera? Is it maybe the consideration that Ferrule Apes might pick it up, but they could have picked it themselves? There's a lot of questions running through my mind at the moment as to why the Obsidian Destroyer, which possibly could be the best hero that they could have taken right now. What is it that they are considering on taking? They've got 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. So much decisions to make. Definitely taking their time with this one. I personally feel that the Odie would have been the best option that they could have gone for right now. He's very anti-tank. The amount of intelligence, I mean, you can possibly even look at maybe picking up a silencer, which would be very good right now. They need all the silence they can get. Vispera is going for straight on fight, whereas Ferrule Apes are going for a lot of disable and stun and damage over time, which the Maledict definitely brings to the table. They've still got an axe to deal with. You've got the Dazzle who's got the Grave. Vispera is going to have to work extremely hard to actually get something out of this game, but they've decided to pick up the Viper. Now Viper, yes, to a certain extent, but they're going to have to play this hero exceptionally well to actually overcome the side of Ferrule Apes. On the other side, we need to think about, are Ferrule Apes actually going to be able to pull off these combos? Vispera could possibly single out maybe the Void, maybe try take on the Axe, which I wouldn't really recommend. He's got the backup of the Dazzle and the Witch Doctor, but if Vispera can ultimately take away the supports, oh, Razor. Razor being picked up there for Ferrule Apes. This is going to be an interesting game. It basically comes down to if Ferrule Apes are going to be able to pull off these combos. And if they're not going to be able to do it, Vispera is definitely, most certainly going to rip them a new one. Vispera not to be taken lightly. A couple of good experienced players. And we will definitely see what they're going to come up with. Clockwork in the offlane position. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to come up with in this one.
Prepare for battle.
Alright, just going to look at the teams very, very quickly. Alright, so I'm just going to look at the teams on the Monkey King. That will be played by Tenshimon. Bubbles will be playing on the Viper. Clockwork will be played by Mischief Managed. On the Vengeful Spirit, that will be Irie. And Venomonster will be played by Pos 5 sub only. On the Axe, we've got Xenorex. On the Faces Void, we have Deathlock. Razor is on Polaris. Dazzle will be a Godfather. And finally, Witch Doctor will be played by Pseudo S.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright, it seems that the stream is looking a bit better. I do apologize for that. We are back. Oh, once again they are going on to the Axe. Grave is now selected on Godfather, so Axe can actually fight this out. He's got a couple of seconds that will allow him to actually do it, but a nice little stun coming out from Tenshimon. That is the Grave Troll. He is looking for Eerie, but has he overstayed his welcome? Tenshimon, is she going to be able to catch up to him? One more hit available, and oh, she decides to go way. Oh! And that waveform just not being able to get that kill. Very, very good running there from the Axe. Overstayed his welcome just a little bit too much and was able to get away from that one. Bubbles in the mid lane. Oh, we've got a rotation coming here in from Pseudo S. Seems that she actually wanted to go and steal the bounty rune.
I was practicing my backstroke.
Alright, so it seems that I've been given the heads up. The stream is a better. Yep, there we go. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for that. We've got Venomonster just rotating to move and steal that bounty. Viper does have a Sentry Ward available, but there is an Observer Ward here at the bottom bush. Mischief mismanaged. Not doing too badly in the top lane solo. It's definitely moving up that battery assault. So if there is a stun that's going to come through, but nice stun coming there. Ooh, Axe running in with the call. Going on to Eerie, might be able to get the skill. Veno, well done on that body block. Tenshimon says, no, leave her alone. That's my teammate. Don't go there. Witch Doctor just moving around the map. There is a observer ward in this position here, so they are able to see where exactly the Witch Doctor is. Seems that Viper is having a bit of connection issues. Then Shimon has got the waistband. Ooh, just a bit of poison touch coming through from Godfather. Dinner Rex. Just counter Helix as much as possible. Ari is coming around. She has been spotted out there. They're going to go into the Dazzle. Nice little waveform there. Godfather's running into the bush. They're trying to get rid of the axe, harassing him as much as they possibly can. Now Godfather, he's going to try and TP out. Good call there from Xenorex. They're not able to follow up, but a good kill going there. Xenorex is going to fall, and Dazzle managed to TP out of that one. Was very, very unfortunate. Axe tried to help as much as he possibly could, but not able to get away and avoid actually being killed off in the process. I could have had maybe a better play right there. Obviously better if the Dazzle dies instead of the Axe. Axe has got to play a crucial role in this game. Godfather spotting out Eerie. Ooh, Veno coming in, missing with the poison. Godfather, ooh, nice little stun coming in. Mana potion being popped there by Venomancer, but yeah, it doesn't seem that they're going to risk it right now. Axe decided to go into the bush and farm up there. Nice use of the rockets there from Mischief managed, just to have a eyesight on to Deathlock. Doing very, very well there. Witch Doctor still level 4 at the moment, running a bit behind. Stun coming out there. Deathlock not gonna go for it yet. Maledict not being used, has been selected but not used yet. Oh, Tenshimon actually went down, and Polaris got that kill there. Ooh, good call there. It definitely seems that Viper is having quite a bit of issues. Ooh, Grave coming out. Xenorex once again staying there trying to help the Dazzle, but Dazzle is going to go down. But now Venomonster's in a world of trouble. Battle Hunger being cast. Spin onto Irie. Witch Doctor has now been summoned to the bot lane. Got 935 gold, so that should be enough to pick up the point booster. The energy booster rather. Get that mana boots up. Clockwork has moved to mid. Bubbles still there. Having some connection issues. Hopefully that doesn't interfere too much with the game. Has lost quite a bit of experience due to that. There is a illusion rune at bot lane. And now the Faceless Void is just going to free farm as much as he possibly can. Poison Touch is definitely causing quite a bit of harassment there for Tenshimon.
Oh, look at it go! Denied.
Got ooh, the supports are there, ready and waiting. Witch Doctor is there with the stun as well. Brave is available. Also the shadow wave healing. If they're going to go for this one, they're definitely going to have to pick a very, very good spot. Bubbles now also has been spotted out, and I think they're actually going to move back. Nice little stun going out there, as well as the waveforms slow. Oh, beautiful little stun there. Ulti coming out there from Tenshimon. She's going to start beating them away. Beautiful kill going there. Taking down. Now Razor has joined the fray. That is Venomonster that's going down, but Razor is still there, standing his ground. Witch Doctor and the axe has actually fallen. Good rotation there coming out from the Razor. taking as much damage away from Tenshi. They don't have any real vision in this area, but the sentry ward has been dropped down. Tenshimon seems that she's going to want to fight now. Stun coming out there, but now Dazzle's in a lot of trouble. Grave is on cooldown, but once again Tenshi is going to take advantage of that one. Very, very nice kill going there to her. Rocket Flare going out once again just to provide that vision, and Void is still trying to get that tower down. Harassment now coming in the form of the Plague Wards.
Lightning strikes twice.
Tenshimon has that Ring of Aquila. Plasma field being used. This Chief Managed is waiting patiently, wants to get that hook off. Axe, I don't know if Axe has actually spotted her. Yes, they might have. Plasma field going off, jumping on to the Dazzle, but that is now put in a very bad situation, but everyone's moving in. This Chief Managed is going to go down. Beautiful jump in there from Tenshi once again. Good call coming out from the Axe, but that is Venno that is going to go down. Axe still in a lot of trouble, but Irie is going to get the kill, but now Dazzle is on the run. There is no grave available. Tenshi, is she going to go for it? Ooh, Witch Doctor is there. Beautiful little stun coming out. Is she going to use the Maledict? She does have that available as well as the Death Ward. He's going to decide to let Tenshimon actually go. Nice little fight happening there. It does seem to me that Vispera definitely has the upper hand 11 minutes into the game. It's very difficult for Ferrule Apes to actually get into the fights pretty decently, and they are getting punished for that. Godfather just waiting for that bounty rune. Top tower still standing, just below half HP at the moment. Bubbles just pulling those creeps. We've got Pseudo now. Popping down a sentry ward. Nice little ward there. But he has been spotted out. This ward neatly tucked away. Oh, but look at Polaris. He's going to go on to Bubbles. Bubbles in a lot of trouble. Tries to TP out, but oh! Finally gets the kill. Ari is able to TP in, but just a little bit too late. Not able to assist the Viper.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ooh, Polaris actually gets a double kill. That's the Vengeful Spirit that's actually gone down. But now at the bottom lane, Deathlock has popped the Chronosphere. Tenshimon's actually surviving this one. Look at that. Mega kill, double kill going to Tenshi. Is she going to be able to get a triple? But no, she's going to run away. Witch Doctor now in a world of trouble. He's going to go down. Nice kill going there to Mischief Managed. And they definitely countered that ambush. They didn't have any real vision in that area, but they still managed to make it work. When the Chronosphere popped, Tenshimon was able to stand just outside of the Chronosphere and was still able to smack at Axe and the Void. Axe now farming up, nice little ward. Ari has indicated that Axe is there. I think they actually just tried to deny those creeps from spawning, but just mistimed it. Now Bubbles in mid, once again might be in a world of trouble. Polaris moving over to the side, Godfather moving in. Ooh, once again. Going on to Bubbles. Bubbles can't really do anything. Does have the TP available, but she's not even going to bother with that. Tenshimon though now comes in. Beautiful little lock in there from Mischief Managed. But oh, Grave coming out there. Now Polaris is in a world of trouble. Tenshimon, oh, she's gonna go down. Double kill going there to Polaris. Nice stun coming out there from Eri. Polaris still fighting it through. Oh, that is a triple kill to Polaris. And Eri just not able to keep the clockwork alive. Oh, that swap just wasn't able to do the trick. Nice little ward coming there from the Witch Doctor. Just a bit of a taunt there from the Venomancer. Usual creep has actually killed the axe. Oh, what a sad kill there. I didn't really see what happened there, but maybe if we look at the fight recap, Axe was not able to tank the creeps at all. This is all creep damage. He killed himself. Alright, is it seeming that Vispera actually want to try and go for the Roshan early in the game? This could potentially be a 50-minute Roshan, but I wouldn't recommend it. There is a ward right here that is scouting them out. You can definitely see what exactly is happening there. They've got such a big field of vision. Wouldn't be the smartest move to go in there. That will lock them all into one spot. That could be utterly disastrous.
Gold is a great conductor.
Tenshimon currently third in the net with Polaris is sitting on the side. They want to go for the tower. It has been glyphed. Polaris just harassing Vispera to not come any closer. Tenshimon just farming up. Ooh, she's got that Echo Saber. Very good pickup there from Tenshimon. That's definitely going to help quite a bit, especially with that Jingo Mastery. Oh, we do have the infused raindrops. That's on Venomancer. Oh, going on to Polaris, popping that ulti, but now Razor is in a world of trouble. Is he going to go down? And Veno actually, if Razor actually focused his attention towards the Veno, he would have been able to take him out. But very good rotation there coming out from Vispera and helping out the team as much as they possibly can.
Dazzle. Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Excellent.
That's a mid tower that's going to go down. Ooh, Axe invisible. Picked up that Invis rune. Are they going to be able to spot out the Witch Doctor? I think it just made it uphill before Vengeful Spirit actually came around the corner from Roshan. I don't think they know that. But nice little ward. Pseudo does have a sentry on him, but oh ho ho! Just look at this. That is where the vision of the sentry stops. Nice little ward over there. They've got all the vision they need. Are they going to be able to capitalize on this one? Do you have Tenshimon? Is she going to be able to join the team inside? Seems like they want to commit for this top tower. Could be a team fight. It's going to be very interesting. Now this one's going to play out. Not sure where that hook shot went. I think Razor now has spotted them. Got Dazzle coming in. Dazzle does have that weave available. Bottom tower going down. Ooh, Dazzle being jumped on. He's got the Grave available. He's going to use that. Now Razor coming in. Beautiful with that static link. Slowed. But Venomons is taking so much damage. Jengu. Ooh, that's the ulti from Monkey King. Gonna run out of that one. Beautiful little Death Ward, but oh no. Void popping in, doing so much, or so little damage to the Clockwork, still being able to fight it out. Tenshimon is still surviving. It's only the Viper that's gone down. Beautiful double kill going to Polaris as he's taking out the Viper again. Axe now jumping in there. But Tenshimon is just smacking away. Wave of Terror. And that is so much armor that's being lost right there. Nice little kill there. Void just trying to get away there. It seems that they're going to be able to take this tower. Very nice play there from Vispera. They definitely made Ferrule Apes pay for their sins. Even the Death Ward wasn't able to stop them. Very, very nice play there. Ferrule Apes is now on the back foot.
A gift from the goddess.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Excellent.
Not much happening at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the items. Venomonster does have the arcane boots. Still got 3 charges of the infused raindrops on the Viper. We do have that Veil of Discord as well as the power treads currently on agility. Ari has got that Medallion of Courage just to bring their armor down a little bit more. Clockwork has got that very, very important blade mail. And looking at Tenshimon, she's got the power treads, making her way to that, and that is going to help her so much. Looking at the Witch Doctor, does have Smoke of Deceit available, as well as the Arcane Boots, and on the Void he's got a Diffusal Blade as well as the Battle Fury, so that's just going to help him farm up so much quicker. On the Dazzle, we don't really have that much. We've got the Arcane Boots, we've got the Wind Blaze, building into a 4-staff. On the Razor, the Sanjin Yasha, probably the most important item on a Razor in my opinion. Just provides him that additional mobility as well as that tankiness. And on the Axe we do have the Vanguard, busy with the Blink, 1700 gold currently. And yeah, those are your heroes at the moment. Ooh, we've also got the Dragon Lance on Polaris, which is also going to help quite a bit. Seems that Vispera is now moving up towards the bot lane tier 2 tower. Are they going to rotate into a fight? But it seems that Tenshi is just scouting out, making sure that nobody is around. But we do have 2 TPs coming in. That seems to be the Witch Doctor and Polaris. Godfather and Pseudo taking a bit of damage there from the rockets. Xenorex, he is going to retreat, not ready to fight yet. That Blink Dagger is not up as yet. Bit of harassment there from the Faceless Void. That Battle Fury is going to cause quite a bit of issues for them. See that Axe has got that Tome of Knowledge in the stash. It's going to provide additional experience. That's going to help him so much. This little ward here definitely providing some sort of vision. Are we going to see an initiation here coming in from Ferrule Apes? Or they're just going to make their presence known? I don't see any rotation coming in from the Witch Doctor. Might pick up a, yep, it's going to pick up that TP scroll.
That
Power treads on Clockwork. Mischief managed.
Do it with flair.
Do have a TP coming in now from the Witch Doctor. I mean, if Void wants to, Void should be able to jump in there with the Chronosphere. That will mean that the Death Ward will be placed right next to it, and that is additional damage coming through. But Vispera decides to move towards the mid lane. That is quite a bit of experience that's being lost by this side of Ferrule Apes. They have so much running to do to try and catch up exactly where Vispera is. Also creates a little bit of confusion as well. Then Shimon just farming up. She's got that Shadow Blade, working her way up to that Silver Edge. Very, very nice farm in this game though.
Boom, there it goes.
Ooh, Tenshimon needs to be extremely careful here. If she gets spotted out. Don't see any rotation coming in from the teammates. Is she well hidden? It does seem so. Nope, they have not spotted her out. Razor though has been. I think this is the calm before the storm. Oh, I think Dazzle has actually spotted Tenshi out.
Mine.
Then she's just going to TP away.
A gift from the goddess.
And they are still looking for Tenshi, sitting on the sideline, which is not there anymore. And that is so much time being wasted. Nice little play there from Tenshimon, just ensuring that the side of Ferrule Apes stay on the back foot. They keep playing that guessing game. I think they do have that smoke available, or the smoke is still available. And now Witch Doctor running to the side. Very, very good game of hide and seek. Now just revealing themselves.
Gold is a great conductor.
Ooh, Polaris has been spotted out. Oh, but the hook shot actually misses. Polaris now in a world of trouble, popping that blade mail. But Pseudo is still there. Is it stun? Yes, stun's coming out. Where is the Maledict? Maledict is, finally being used. Death Ward now popping down. Mischief managed is going to pop down the blade mail, but that's not going to be enough. Witch Doctor is not going to take any damage from that, but the Razor has still gone down in that fight.
Excellent.
Doing very, very well. Now they've actually created space to run into Roshan. Tenshimon has gone in first. Once Venomancer goes in, just misses that ward, literally on the edge. Not able to spot it out. Nice ward placing there from Ferrule Apes. But we do have the rotation now. Deathlock knows exactly what's going on. Oh, Chronosphere being popped, and they immediately go. Ah! Nice little stun coming out there from the Witch Doctor. Nice jump in there. Good dunk there from the axe. Now Bubbles is in trouble. Bubbles is also going to go down. Oh, nice jump once again from Deathlock. He's just been forced off back. Another blinking coming there from Axe. Oh, and that's going to be Vengeful Spirit that's actually going to go down. That has left an opening now for them to actually go and try and take Roshan. Are they actually going to go for it? Deathlock is going to have a look. Running into Roshan. And yes, he's going to want to do it. Vispera don't have the necessary vision. They've just given the Ages of Immortal away. That was a very, very good ward placement. And Roshan does go down. But Clockwork sitting on the sideline might even be spotted out.
Can't handle this deluge.
Ooh, nice little cogs there. Stun does come out. Polaris is going on Mischief Manage, popping that blade mail.
Radiant's middle tower is
Polaris is just going to stop attacking and move away.
about to take the flood.
Things have definitely turned dramatically into the favor of Ferrule Apes.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Ward placements, very, very good. It's very, very seldom that Ferrule Apes wards actually get taken out. They're placing them absolutely perfect. This game can still go either way. Bubbles as well has decided to go for the blade mail. Shimon does have that silver edge. Ari has now gone for the Drum of Endurance. There's no real vision for the side of Ferrule Apes in this particular area right here. There's no ward there. Ooh, nice little jump in there from Deathlock. Ooh, Tenshimon's going to feel the burn. Nice little swap coming out there from Vengeful Spirit. This is an all-out brawl. Just look at that Clockwork jumping in there. Power cogs being shifted up. Axe has actually gone down, and now the Venom answer. They still battling it out. Void has also gone down. Beautiful, beautiful Razor, but Void's getting back up, especially with that Ages of Immortals. That is Tenshimon as well as Venom answer. Bubbles is staying there with that Blade Mail, still being able to take out a beautiful, beautiful kill there. Pseudo has gone down. Deathlock is the only one standing, and that is only because of the help of that Ages of Immortal. And that was a massive, massive brawl. It went either way. Neither team actually went down without a fight. Just looking at the fight recap, so many spells. The gold exchange wasn't really that much. But I mean, looking at the damage, I mean 11,000 to that of the 7,000. However, Ferrule Apes still have a 4k net worth lead. And that is really not much at the moment. Just need some clever play from the side of Vispera.
Time is money. As foretold.
Not really much happening at the moment. I think they're still sussing out the situation. We do have the 4-staff on the Venom as well as another Veil of Discord. Yule Scepter should be the next item that Veno is busy building at the moment.
This'll come in handy.
Got the Yasha, and it seems that Viper now wants to build into that very important MKB. Dazzle with the Glimmer Cape just moving in, but definitely being spotted out by that ward over there. Ari is going to move around. That's going to come with a beautiful little magic missile coming through, as well as the Wave of Sever. Mischief Manage coming in and taking an easy kill. Oh, but wait. Tenshimon has decided to go for the team solo. Not the best of moves, but Eric comes in with a beautiful swap. But Tenshimon still going to pay the price. Nice little Chronosphere coming out. But is that going to be enough? Nice kill there. Killing spree going into Deathlock. Smacking away double kill. That is Bubbles also going down. Bubbles has managed to get the triple kill down though. And Bubbles has taken that dominating streak away from the the void. We should be able to push this one. It's 5-man down. They can possibly still force any sort of buybacks.
Dire structures are fortified.
Mischief managed, doing very well. Almost done with that Agnum Scepter. Ooh, nice little cog placement there. Is he still going to be able to get the tower? It doesn't seem so. I mean, should be able to deny this tower. No, seems that she is going to actually try and do that now. Nice little deny there.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Axe does have that blink up, wanting to go into that Crimson Guard.
Excellent.
I deserve this.
I'll take that.
35 minutes into the game, the current score is 28 and 22. We've got Urn of Shadows on the Vengeful Spirit now as well. It does have 7 charges.
Is a great conductor.
DD now, are they going to give that to the Viper, or are they going to call Tenshimon to actually come and pick this one up? I think it would be a good one to actually give that to Bubbles. Bubbles does have the necessary attack speed now. It's got that blade mail. Should be able to go on anyone now, but now Tenshimon's being sneaked up there by Deathlock. Deathlock jumping in very quickly, got the Chronosphere available, he's going to use it. That, ooh, nice little swap coming out there from the Vengeful Spirit. And is Irie going to be able to get away from this one? Oh no, she is actually going to go down. Oh, Xenorex double kill, taking out Irie and Tenshimon. The cogs coming out as well. And Xenorex still giving chase. Mischief managed is going to go down as well. That is 3 for 0. Witch Doctor trying his best to keep alive the axe, but not able to do so. Nice little taunts coming out there from the Venom. Just popping down that Plague Walk, slowing down the Void, and trying to juke his way out of that one. But that Time Walk still available to get the kill there. Stayed alive as long as he possibly could.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's
attack.
a very nice fight there in the top lane. But looking at a bot now. See these creeps pushing in. Ooh, Bubbles does have that MKB. That is some serious damage. And mini stuns coming out.
Faces a stiff win.
Yeah, it seems that Bubbles is now subbing up for that Manta style. Ferrule Apes moving into position in the mid lane. Seems that they want to take this.
Middle tower is under attack.
They feel confident that they'll be able to do it. And yes, they get it down.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Glyph has been saved.
Invisibility. Dazzle.
Then Tenshi is saving up for the BKB. Just to try and avoid most of the magic damage, but we do have a 5-man smoke. Venom Monster moving up forward. Are they going to be able to catch this Witch Doctor? There is a ward and a Sentry Ward, but that is not going to spot them out. The Sentry Wards don't reveal them. Seems they want to go for Roshan again. Nope, they... Oh, but they find Razor, and I think that hook shot didn't go their way. But just look at the damage that Razor is actually taking. Dazzle's teeth. Just still a very, very tight game though. Either having some very, very nice.
Time is money. Invisibility.
KB only needs the recipe though, but Deathlock is there. He does have the Chronosphere available. Is he going to try and go into Tenshimon? Nice. Just look at that damage, and Tenshimon's going to go down. Nice ward placement there by Pseudo. Oh, that courier. Oh, shouldn't go too far out. Void still there. Polaris. Oh, it's got a nice.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Nice little ward coming down, but that gets spotted out very, very quickly. Generex, beautiful little wave of terror coming through, just trying to take away as much of the armor as they possibly can. Polaris still in the front lines. Generex can possibly jump in. The cogs being popped down there by Mischief Manage, but now they're still going to try and go up this hill. They do have some creeps available, but it's not going to be enough. Deathlock now pops that Mantis style. They'll go.
Radiant think fortification can save them. Any port in a storm.
Not going to be able to push up that high ground.
Do it with flair.
And Vispera managed to push away Ferrule Apes.
Haste.
Another smoke coming out. Oh, so they decide to go into Roshan. Ari just staying out, popping that wave of terror, giving him herself a bit of more vision. But they are definitely going, and there is no ward to spot them out this time. But I think there's actually, yes, there was a ward, but it didn't see them at all. They were smoked up when they went in.
And it's off.
Got the Eel Scepter there on the Veno, so that's a nice little movement speed that she's actually got. Bubble still working away to that Mantis style. So definitely making sure that she does have enough for the buyback. Void looking for some oracles. It's got a beautiful little butterfly there, but that is pretty pointless. And Viper does have the Monkey King bar, so that's just going to go straight through the butterfly.
Invisibility.
Mystic Staff there on Razor, so that might yeah, it's going to be a Shiva's Guard. And that's going to make Polaris quite tanky. Movement coming in from Dazzle. Deathlock is there. Gonna jump in. They're gonna go for Tenshimon once again. Nice little jump in. Chronos, but look at the damage. Ages of Immortal is still there. Deathlock just keeping the Chronosphere, but now is actually gonna have to use it. Viper is caught in there as well. Now the fight's going to go down. Beautiful little ulti coming out there from Tenshimon. But now she's not going to be able to get it down. This is utter chaos. Irie taking so much damage. Oh, that's a complete team wipe happening right there. They don't have any creeps with them at the moment. Buybacks being forced. Venomon is the first one to come back, but now Viper says, I want a bit of this action. There's a bit of payback that needs to be done. There's no creeps yet. Tower should be able to regenerate. They're trying to get it down. It is taking and then is regenerating. They need those creeps. No, they don't need it. They want to get it down as fast as they possibly can. Now they're forcing their way up. They want to finish this game now, but they've decided to rather go back. It's getting very, very dangerous. They know the potential that the side of Vispera have, and they're not going to risk it as much as they want to continue to keep the push. But they decide to smoke up. They are still able to actually jump in on this one. Godfather now being spotted. Beautiful little jump on Inshimon. Hitting that ulti, but it misses absolutely everyone. Beautiful Chronosphere coming in there from Deathlock. And that is smacking away Viper. Viper is going to go down. Mega kill. And that is once again very, very quickly 4-man down. Tenshimon is the only one that survived. And they should be able to comfortably take this mid-racks. They can obviously just go straight for the finish. Are they going to go for, try and actually do that? They've got the creeps available, but no. Now they decide to go towards the bottom tower. Tenshimon being caught out, popping that BKB. Quick hook shot coming in there from Clockwork, but is that going to be enough to save him? Axis taking a bit of damage, but Irie is going to go down. Mischief managed, not being able to survive. Once again, 4-man down. And now Tenshimon, that is pretty much GG. And this one's definitely going to Ferrule Apes. Vispera tried so hard to actually stay in the game, and unfortunately was not able to do that. Came down to Ferrule Apes outplaying them, but it wasn't easy. 47 minutes. Ferrule Apes, oh my god, what have they done? And GG is not being called. Yes, GG finally being called. And Vispera has finally said, we can't come back from this one. There's nothing that we can do. And the GG goes to Ferrule Apes. And that is for Evolution Gaming. Very, very well played. And just waiting to see for game number 2. So don't go anywhere. We will see you guys shortly.
Push out! One
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your boy Lartre, sponsored by Chaotech, bringing to you the VS Gaming qualifiers. And who better to do that in game number 2 as my co-caster, 2 feet 2 boost. And this is Ferrule Apes versus Valhalla2.0 Vispera. But how are you doing, my man?
5 seconds.
I think you are muted.
Dyer's
Muted!
banned.
Bert, you are muted.
And I should be back now if I manage to get all the settings correct.
Finally! My other half is here.
It's a nightmare. Lightrate, thanks for having me again. It's brilliant to be here.
It's good to have you as a co-caster. Just to give you a very quick rundown. Ferrule Apes won the first game. We are in a game number 2. This is a best of 3 VS Gaming qualifiers. Both of these teams played exceptionally well. Based on the current bans, I mean the Vengeful Spirit was played in the first game, very good respect ban there. The Axe was played, the Clockwork was played, the Spirit Breaker once again being banned out, Phantom Lancer as well, and the Earthshaker. And we're just gonna have a quick look. Disruptor being picked up in the first pickup for Ferrule Apes. What do you foresee for Disruptor in this game?
What I foresee for Disruptor is a lot of ganking and a lot of team fighting, and the bans from Valhalla showing me that they want to stop this aggression, and their own picks showing they actually want to be the ones getting aggressive at the moment. Dazzle and Tusk being picked up for both of them, just brilliant offlaner and support respectively. That adds a lot of aggression and team fight for your team.
Most definitely. Bristleback being banned out, or rather picked up, I do apologize for that. Bristleback is just one of those heroes, just runs around, throws his little fits, and it does a little bit of damage, especially with that Quall spray. The Necromancer and the Tiny now actually being banned out, so it definitely seems that either of these two teams want to try and avoid those team fights. They want to try and, you know, get someone off guard. The Disruptor though would want to catch as many people as he can inside that kinetic field. Dazzle is definitely going to have to work exceptionally hard in this game.
Dazzle definitely does have his work cut out for them, and I want to just say the Bristleback pickup from Ferrule Apes is just such a wonderful one this early in the draft, because it forces your opponents to get something with a break. Because if you let this Bristleback go unchecked, he's going to get scary, he's going to get mean, and it's just going to be a complete nightmare to kill him in a fight. Because right now, Tuskar can't do that on his own. They need to pick up something else, like maybe that Viper, or maybe a Sock, a natural Silver Edge carrier to take care of that hero.
Yeah, Bristleback's definitely one of the tanky offlaners. He is able to survive quite long. I mean, he does have the damage reduction when his back is turned to you. So there's going to be a lot of taunt coming out from the Bristleback.
It is definitely going to be a very tricky thing for Valhalla to watch out for, because they also don't want to draft into heroes that Ferrule Apes are expecting them to draft. And with the OD and the sorry, not the Death Prophet, the Necrophos being banned out, I find that very interesting in that it seems to indicate the control that Valhalla can throw out as well, because the Phantom Lancer, all 4 of those heroes have some method of crowd control, some method of actually disengaging heroes from a fight. And Valhalla, with the Medusa and the Tiny ban as well, they're echoing this feeling of, we don't want team fights, we don't want scary 50-minute heroes that we have to deal with. We want to try and end this early, I feel is the message from Valhalla.
Oh, lovely pickup. Centaur Warrunner. I absolutely love the Centaur Warrunner.
The Centaur Warrunner is not a QC too often in competitive Dota, but he is a solid pick. That Stampede really allowing them to engage at will and escape. The Ancient Apparition pickup in return, a lovely counter initiation tool. And a Terror Blade from Valhalla with the Earthshaker banned out. That's a nice, good, safe pick for them.
It could possibly be a good safe pick, but I mean, we need to now take into consideration the Ancient Apparition has been picked up. Is the Sunder actually going to be able to save the Terrorblade?
I think he's either going to have to give up on the Sunder completely, maybe take that at levels, start taking that at level 23, or they've decided that the Tusk's job is going to be killing Ancient Apparition time and time again, using Centaur Warrunner to try control up the Bristleback and whatever their carry is, and then just having Dazzler to heal everyone, and maybe that's what's going to be used on. That last 2-3 seconds of the AA ult just to keep Terrorblade alive.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the Grave available, so that might even do the trick there. But it's going to be very, very difficult. I mean, you've got the Zeus that's now also been thrown in the pool. That's quite a lot of damage coming in the latter stages of the game. I mean, it's difficult to say. I mean, you've got the Zeus ulti, you've got the AA popping in there, you've got the Bristle and the Disruptor. I think they now need like a solid carry. I mean, they could potentially even pick up maybe like an Anti-Mage, which I think will work pretty well.
I was just busy thinking about the Anti-Mage as well. In the pool of heroes that are left that can really man-fight the Terrorblade, Anti-Mage is pretty much all that you've got left. But they also needed some hero that can initiate, and the Sven.
Wow.
The Sven from out of nowhere. I mean, Warcries and the Cleave are going to do great work against those illusions, and with a Blink Dagger that solves your initiation problem, but that's a lot of gold for Sven to have to farm.
I mean, look, an exceptionally good Sven. From the, I would say, the 20-minute, 25-minute mark, that is where Sven should be starting to shine. He should be starting to snowball, and it's definitely up to Ferrule Apes to ensure that Sven actually gets there. But we've also got the Centaur Warrunner, who's able to either ulti into a situation or even ulti out of a situation. So Centaur Warrunner is going to have to play an integral part in the survival of Vispera.
Yeah, he definitely is going to have to, and the lanes from Ferrule Apes are now worrying me a little bit. Is this a Zeus mid, Bristle off, and a tri-lane with the Sven? It's going to have to be aggressive, because AA and Disrupt they don't like playing too defensive. But then, how are they going to really be able to out-harass the Centaur Warrunner? Because that's going to leave their mid and their offlaner very vulnerable to Tusk and Dazzle just killing them repeatedly.
Yeah, look, the only advantage, especially in the early stages of the game, with the Disruptor and the Ancient Apparition, is the Glimpse and the Cold Feet, as well as the Kinetic Field being used, obviously to keep the hero in place so that the Cold Field actually locks in. And that could potentially, in early stages of the game, help the side of Ferrule Apes. But seeing that the Windrunner is being picked up, even with the Cold Feet and the Glimpse, you can still obviously Windrun and avoid the damage from Sven.
Yeah, right now there's a lot of physical damage coming out from Ferrule Apes, and Zeus, he's going to be able to throw lightning bolts everywhere around, but seems to be pretty much their only magic damage. Everything else is going to be physical. While on the side of Valhalla, we've also gone for a mass, just complete physical damage lineup. I think their only magical damage ability is the power shot and the slight bit of damage from the Shadow Weave, and that's it. Their lanes do look a little more solid, though. I must say, I quite like theirs.
Yeah, look, the Centaur Warrunner is going to have to definitely max up that return damage. I mean, Centaur Warrunner is going to go up against the Sven in the offlane position for Radiant.
Yeah, I agree with you, though. Centaur Warrunner is going to have to max out that passive, and as you said earlier, he's going to have to keep a very close eye on the map and his ulti, so that he can either disengage or engage, as you pointed out. He's really the key for them avoiding the gank train that that Ferrule Apes are looking to try and run.
Oh, definitely. I do see that Evolved Gaming Ferrule Apes have taken Radiant. I'm just going to introduce them very, very quickly. On the Ancient Apparition, we do have Pseudo S. Sven will be played by Deathlock. Disruptor will be played by Godfather. Zeus is being played by Polaris, and finally the Bristleback by Xenorex.
And over on the Dio with Team Valeria, we have Tenshimon on the Terrorblade, we have Bubbles on the Windrunner, Aerie on the Tuskar, we have Mischief Managed on the Centaur War Runner and position 5 support on the Dazzler.
Definitely playing the position put out.
What a name.
Alright, it seems that we are going to have early game aggression here.
Yeah, EG have just run up and they are taking control of this top rune with 3 of them up here. I don't really think that anything Dazzle and Terrorblade can do against this. And actually, they look like they want to get Deathlock's very keen, at least, to go up top, but I'm gonna secure this bottom rune and let that happen.
No, definitely. It's been a while since I've actually seen a mid Wind Ranger. They normally, you know, play a safe lane. Most of the time she can play it very well in the off lane position. She's got the wind run to actually get away, and that's going to help a bit. But Dazzle now popping a sneaky ward down on the Radiant top tower.
And that's just such a good value ward right there. It's going to let them know exactly and where they're coming in. Disruptor placing a bit of a cheeky ward there to stop the ganks and stop the backstabs as well. So this top lane is going to be this wonderful mix of passive, and the second someone makes a mistake, both teams just have good enough vision to jump all over that.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to play to the strength of each and every hero. I mean, looking at the bottom lane, Mischief Managed is already taking quite a lot of damage, but has skilled up the return. I mean, looking at the AA apparition, taking so much damage just from harassment alone, but we've got Eerie laying on the side.
And in the mid lane over here, Bubbles has actually managed to pop 2 of Polaris's clarities at the moment. He's sitting on about half health and almost no mana. So right now the lane seems to be looking very good for the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, that power shot definitely, it's the perfect harassment tool. Can be used at long range to last hit those creeps as well.
It truly is. Oh, and first blood happening down. They managed to bring down Mischief Managed, thanks to a cold feet and a storm hammer. The return kill onto Pseudo the AA there, and Deathlock's gonna tap him a little bit as he walks back out, but he can't really do anything against that.
I'm not sure if that was a communication error or if Eerie wasn't, you know, or maybe AFK. But I mean, she stood here quite a while before actually, you know, moving into position. So you know, it could have been, you know, just being distracted for a second.
Yeah, I think that might have just been a case of eyes somewhere else on the map. Snowball's coming in on the AA, maybe shards to follow with the Arcane Rune. This is very cheap and easy for Aerie, and she's just doing quite a little bit of damage there. AA down to about half health right now. I'm not unless second Snowball shards is going to land as well, and he's just a little short, actually pushing the AA away. Clarity's going to be popped, and the retreat's going to be although she's rotating into mid, who does have his bottle ahead of Bubbles, and is actually now, thanks to that, a full level ahead of her.
Oh, looking at a top lane, I mean, Tenshimon is actually managing to deal very well with Xenorex and Godfather. I mean, Dazzle helping so much, especially with that Shadow Wave and also the Poison Touch. Definitely a nice benefit there for Tenshi.
Yeah, Tenshimon has been having an absolute ball of a time up here top. As you mentioned, that Dazzle's able to keep him healed up quite nicely. He controls his lane very well, because if the lane dive them at least. Bristleback still, he's got about half the components needed for his Vanguard, but this is going to be a 10-minute Vanguard. Nothing crazy fast like we're used to seeing. And Aerie actually falling bot to Evo, FA, who manages to TP down bot. Mischief Managed, caught by the and he actually glimpsed back. It's just to maybe save his life.
Yeah, Sven definitely does not have stun.
And Godfather Sven is in a lot of trouble at this moment. Although no, he's gonna be able to run it out there. Still 12 seconds disrupted to get that kill.
Well, it's definitely not going in the favor. Oh, but we've got a rotation. Bubbles.
Ooh, Bubbles is down here now. She gets the shackle off, but now she's got no mana for anything else. They need this last hit on the Sven. He is so low. But what Bubbles for a power shot, and Mischief managed to goes a little deep, tanks some tower hits and a cold feed, and just throws away his life, and Sven TP's safely back home.
Yeah, that definitely did not go in the favor of Vispera at all. They definitely had the idea of what they wanted to do, but I mean, yeah, I definitely feel that Bubbles could have gotten the kill on the Sven. She did use the wind run. I'm sure she was close enough. I mean, it was maybe like one shot, maybe two.
Yeah, it is really disappointing to see that gang turn out that way. It's definitely in Team Ferrule Apes, and I'm at least I'm really hoping to see these rotations from Bubbles turning out to be quite a bit more effective. Maybe with some more of these power shots to secure long range kills, or shackle shots, the likes of which this world has never seen.
Good save there by Godfather. Polaris almost dying, but that glimpse is going to be abused this game.
That glimpse is definitely going to abuse. It's what you want. Aerie tabbed out for a little bit there and got on with the bristleback right now. That's two sacks already. And that's number 3. No, he's gonna snowball it out, it would seem, and just run up. Mischief managed is here now with the ancient warrunner. That accidental minus armor. Oh, but the shot blocking his own teammate off. If that had been a little down the stairs, that definitely would have been a kill right there.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate with those shards. I mean, not being able to lock them down. You know, just a little bit of misjudgment, but maybe just still getting the feel of the hero, and yeah, hopefully that will definitely improve as the game progresses.
Hopefully it does. We've got position 5 support TPing into the mid where they're diving Bubbles. Although Aerie manages to get the snot out on the disruptor, and Windrunner picks up the kill. Bubbles getting that power shot TPing back home. And it's not gonna last too long if he does. And in the meantime, Tenshimon's just enjoying the farm up top lane.
Oh,
Godfather's
definitely.
here right now, but there's very little he can do against a metamorphosed Terrorblade.
No, it's a very difficult one for Disruptor to deal with. I mean, the only thing she can really do is pop down Thunderstrike. Ooh.
And as that happens, Deathclock actually dives the tier 3, manages to get onto Mischief managed as well. That is 8 kills in almost as many minutes. This is definitely an aggressive one. These teams are not playing.
Yeah, I think it's the case that the side of Ferrule Apes realize that the heroes that Vispera has actually taken will be able to deal with them in the late stages of the game quite effectively. So it might just be the case that, you know, let's get this game over and done with. We don't want to waste unnecessary chances.
Oh, we've got a glimpse on Tenshimon. Oh, and the wall, he just managed to get out of there. And the Centaur ult used nicely to let him disengage. But no, they're coming back in. Taz, he's going on to Rex. They're shards from the Dazzle, so at the very least he can't get to his friend. Tenshimon Shadow Grave. And they're going on to Rex, but a beautiful wall from Godfather keeps him in their place. Oh, and Rex running back in. This is the man with no feet. Sunder coming out onto down. Snowball actually could up long enough for them to kill. A very one that goes a little bit away of Team area.
Yeah, that play definitely did not go in the favor of Vispera as much as they would have hoped. Yes, they got the Sven down, and I mean Sven doesn't have that much damage yet. If this was maybe 20 minutes later, definitely a different story.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, this Sven's got 2 points in the cleave now. He can contend with. Mischief managed his farming at bot quite happily, working on getting his dagger, but he's still quite a long way away from. In the meantime, Bubbles and Polaris. No, Bubbles killing Polaris in the mid, thanks to the help of Aerie. And boy, these kills are just coming quick and fast.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna come much quick. Oh no!
Well, glimpse back, gets the wall, gets the shallow grave off. Is not taking. Right clicks on him thanks to the help of the Thunderstrike as well. Tenchimon backing out here, but Bubble is also focused. Bubbles is gonna have to be very careful here.
Yeah, but I'm just getting a notification through that there is a bit of lag in your voice. Could you just check that out quickly? Because I'm think I'm hearing that as well. All right. So while Boots is just checking the issue with the audio, I'm sure it's just something small.
Okay, I seem to. I've been playing with my settings now quickly. Everything seems to look good on my side. How's it sounding?
It is a bit better. It's just every now and then you just get a double sound.
Okay, cool. Let me double check on that.
Yeah, it's still laggy, but not as bad as it was. But we've got a rotation coming in here from Polaris. Ooh, nice little ulti coming through there from Centaur. Just getting Tenchimon out as well as Eerie and the Dazzle. But once again, they want to fight this one. Oh, that ulti. Tenchimon, nice little Sunder coming through. Ah, Disruptor is going to go down. Grave is still available. That Grave just ensuring that Tenchimon can get that Sunder off without actually dying. But look at Bubbles. Bubbles is just pushing this mid lane. Deathlock seems to be building his way into that Echo Saber. And that is definitely going to cause some issues there.
I take that.
Every coin helps.
Polaris just using that arc lighting to get his farm up. Godfather in a bit of trouble there. Xenorex just trying to body block everyone and get that damage off. Thunderstrikes coming through. Bubbles has been targeted. Will that glimpse actually come out? Will they be able to pull it back? Oh, that is a nice little ulti coming out there from AA, but now Bubbles is in trouble. Godfather being jumped up there by Eerie. Nice little block. Eerie is going to go for the kill. Is he going to be able to get it? Godfather just juking through the trees, but AA is also still there, just popping down. But Sven has actually gone down in the bot lane. But we're going to stick to top for now. Ooh, once again, Shards not reaching its target. Irie being pulled back, and Zeno is going to get a... Oh no, actually, it's going to be Evo. Godfather that's going to get that kill there.
Oh, seems like I joined in a bit of a chaotic, but a bit of a fun time up there. That's the Terrorblade and the Tusk both falling up there in top, and zero deaths up top for Team Feral Monkeys until now. Xenorex is probably going to pop, and Bubbles instantly popping to that Ancient Apparition. Static Storm coming out as well. That's Dazzle dead. Mischief manages doing as much as he can, but he's now stunned up, but Polaris is completely out of mana. There's nothing that he can do about this.
Yeah, this is a very, very intense fight there. It kept going back and forth. But when Mischief managed to join, that was two quick kills.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Yeah, it's
Dire's
good that he
structures
TP'd
are
up there. I
fortified.
believe he burned bottom shrine to actually
Dire's bottom
as
tower
fast as he
is
could.
about to
His solo
flounder.
kill on the Sven is quite interesting. He was at about 30 health when the Sven died, and Sven had God strength. So I think Sven just managed to kill himself on a level 1 return.
Is under pressure.
Oh, that's very, very unfortunate.
It truly is. He's got the Echo Saber now, going straight
Dire's middle
to the
tower
Mask of
is
Madness
drowning.
instead of the Blink Dagger. As I mentioned in the draft, with him having to take on the role of initiation, maybe I was convinced that he'd be going Blink Dagger first.
Yeah, it's look, I think they're basically just trying to adapt to the situation that they've got instead of just going for those big items. When you're in those pub games and everyone says no, but you must build this and no, you must build that. I mean, it's a standard build, and I mean, not many people adapt to the actual situation.
That is also actually very true. I mean, let it be known, there is a lot on the side of Valeria that can cancel a Blink Dagger at this point. So maybe that is the correct read, and Polaris is rotated up here now as well as the AA. With 4 members up here, are Valeria going to sense this? Are they going to be able to deal with it? Because Tenshimon can't be left up here by himself.
Yeah, look, Tenshimon is more than capable of fighting through the situation. I mean, she's a very, very talented player. She does exceptionally well, as you can see, going straight up for the bristleback. She's got the damage there. She's fighting it out as much as she can. And just look at this damage coming through.
For taking a hit in the ALT, Aerie managed to get the Warriors punch out on Rex, and Mischief managed, looking for the stun, misses at the last second. Tenshimo, though, in this Metamorphosis foam, is just laying into Studio on the AA, picks up his double kill there. And Mischief he's going to fall to that. There's not much they can do. Slow him down enough. No, there's just absolutely no poison touch from the Dazzle. Bubble has come back into the seed for that.
Like I said, look, Tenshimon, especially with the Terrorblade, is playing exceptionally well. She's got the help of the Tusk. She's got the Centaur to get into the front lines. She literally just needs to stand at the back, get those hits off, do the necessary damage. But now Tenshimon is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Is Deathlock actually going to jump this?
I think he's feeling it. I think he definitely wants it, and he does indeed go. Shallow grave onto Tenshimon, though, keeping him alive. Now the AA ult doing incredible work. That's 2 of them down. And for a team that's got the Tusk, got the Dazzle, that want to do these scrappy little fights, they're not able to stand up against this Bristleback.
Yeah, look, it's very difficult. The only thing that I would possibly suggest, maybe Tenshimon pick up a Desolator. I mean, it's going to cut through the armor of the Bristleback. It's definitely going to help a lot more. One of the supports need to get a sheep stick or a Scythe of Vice. They need those particular disable items, especially against the Bristle.
Yeah, they definitely need something to take care of this Bristle right now, because at the moment they're popping so many abilities, much as they can. Seeing again. Thankfully, though, we do have a pause out from Ferrule Apes. Let's see if we can actually wait this out until Windrunner gets back.
Yeah, it seems that Bubbles is having some connection issues, especially in game number 1. It's also a couple of times that she disconnected, but hopefully she will be able to sort it out.
It seems she's either sorted it out now or signed herself to living with it, but she's doing very well on this Wind Ranger at the moment. She's had a pretty good early game. She's second on the net worth charts and about 700 gold ahead of Zeus. So she's in a really good place right now.
Right, Wind Ranger is definitely doing very well. I mean, Sven, I think will try to avoid any sort of team fight at the moment. He has used, oh sorry, the ulti to farm up the ancients. So probably that's another minute before they would actually want to do anything, because that's wearing off right about now.
And Aerie up here with the large camp on their jungle side. Trying to clear up some creeps, get enough. Sorry, but Solar, no, not Solar Curse and Daddy and the Courage. My apologies. But it's 20 minutes in. This is a kind of item that you would really have hoped that she'd gotten 5 minutes ago. And Terrorblade actually sent back there the wall just off target. Tenshimon now going to run himself down to the south instead. Possible Dazzle ulti committed as well, but Xenorex just doesn't care. And Tenshimon taking a lot of damage. The wall holding him back now. Number 2, the Shallow Grave out, probably going to save him, but he is. Oh no, he is. Rex just able to stand there and carry on spamming out the quills. And now Ares in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to pop the shrine to keep himself and Bubbles alive. And Zeno's just going to stand up here, probably wait for this to come over, and then maybe come back in.
Yeah, it seems that Ferrule Apes is starting to run circles around the side of Vispera, but Vispera is fighting back ever so hard.
And as you say that, they get a shackle onto the AA, that's definitely death incarnate. Aerie picking it up with punch. And Mischief managed getting Xenorex actually in the mid there with a good stun. It's good to see Valeria reception, but as you say, Ferrule Apes are just running around them at the moment. Sven is around 400 gold away from his blink.
Yeah, look, the one thing that I liked about that fight is, you know, they had their priorities in order. I mean, you had the Centaur Warrunner that went onto the bristleback. Unfortunately, I literally just came around the corner. Bubble saw it and quickly disabled a second hero. I mean, AA wasn't able to do anything.
Manage gets the stun off onto the Disruptor, but they're not going to follow it up with Horus here. That's just simply too much damage. The Disruptor brings him back. Then Polaris manages to give him that last little bit of love from the God of Thunder himself. And it's these little scrappy fights that are going in Ferrule Apes' advantage by quite honestly. Dazzle now having finished up his arcane boots, Bubbles busy getting her Aghanim Scepter flown out. So she's in a good space right now with a bottle DD as well. And Flock has finished farming up his blink. The next item should be out for the Sven.
Yeah, Sven is not farming too badly. Personally, I would have, you know, skipped the BKB, you know, gone straight for the Daedalus. I mean, they just need that damage. I mean, they've already got Disrupted to keep them in place with the kinetic field. You've also got the AA to slow them down. So there's a lot of damage that he brings to the table. And, you know, the BKB, yes, is going to help survive, but it's not going to give that additional damage that he actually needs to end the game quicker.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you there. I mean, the BKB is really just going to stop the Centaur, maybe a little bit from Tusk. But other than that, it's going to make you big and it's going to put a little yellow ribbon around you. I don't think there's enough magic damage coming out of Vesperia or enough crowd control to really justify getting that ability. Maybe the Daedalus instead, maybe even something like a Desolate or a cheeky Maelstrom just to bump up that attack. But as I say, that those when pops the war gets onto 2. Tenshimon is in there going for it. Polaris has managed to fall now to Tenshimon, but Xeno's still very much alive and popping up the quills. He picks up a double on Mr. Managing Tenshimon, while Deathclock picks up Ares. Bubbles looks to be going down there. The Stormhammer connects. And Deathclock picks up the double kill with one of that sword. Oh, that was not a dream right there.
Yeah,
Not at all.
definitely a good play there from the AA and the Disruptor to get both of their ultis at exactly the same spot. I mean, it did so much damage to them. They can't regenerate. I mean, Bubbles is having an absolutely horrible time, especially with the disconnections.
Yeah, these constant disconnections from Bubbles cannot be helping, especially on a hero like the Wind Ranger that really needs that split second timing to be perfect for those two-man shackles. And what I want to ask though is, at what point is someone on Vesperia pick up a Silver Edge? Whistleback's just churning out.
Scanning for enemies.
No, you seem to be breaking up again. Yeah, there's quite a bit of lag on your side.
They always float to
I'm
the
busy
top
checking through my settings now for a
Just wait a
fifth time. It's maybe just one of those joys of living in a telecom controlled country. We don't get much choice of internet.
Yeah, look, with that said, I mean, it could possibly be, I mean, Bubbles also did state that during the break, while we were all in lobby, that obviously, you know, her telecom is also hassling a bit, so that could be the reason why. But yeah, I'll definitely just keep my ears out peeled better, and hopefully these big ears will be able to catch up like satellites.
Thank you very much. I've been getting messages from them that there are problems in my area, and I'm sort of just hoping that none of that happens anymore, because it is truly infuriating.
I do hope so. There's a lot of games that we still need to cover for the VS Gaming qualifiers. I am still obviously working on the profiles, and once I have all the profiles needed, that will definitely be a very good addition to the cast. And yeah, it's something that's going to obviously get the viewers to get to know the players.
I must say I am quite looking forward to that addition of a feature onto your stream. It's always nice to get that on the players. You know them as a little bit more than avatar on screen.
Definitely, and I mean, especially with like the all ladies teams. I mean, you've got Vispera, as well as the team that I did last night for the scrim. I mean, you know, it's all ladies teams, and you know they're bringing it to the guys. I mean, they're not laying down. They're not going down without a fight. You know, they're actually bringing it to the table, and I mean, big ups to them for actually being able to do that. I mean, I can remember a couple of years ago, I mean, girl gamers were frowned upon. I mean, you had so many ladies playing the game, and you know, just the moment that they joined the game, I mean, the team morale, especially for the guys, went down. I mean, oh, you know, we've got a girl on the team. So I mean, to see talent like this, you know, at qualifying levels for a massive tournament like this, I mean, what can I say?
It is definitely nice to have them here, and as you said, they really are bringing it. These ladies have been playing phenomenal games in every single match. They've never just led up completely. It's always been a good fight that they've given the other team. Led to some beautiful Dota.
Quick little blink. No, I definitely can't wait to see how, you know, the all gold or all female team rather. Let's not use the word girl. Let's rather say all female teams, and even the mixed teams. I mean, there are some teams out there which do have one or two ladies, you know, in the teams themselves. So it definitely is showing that you know, the growth in the gaming industry as well. I mean, it's not just for guys; it's for everyone.
Yeah, it really is nice to see that growth, to see more people getting into this game. I mean, it's a game we really love, and we quite enjoy our Dota. And BKB actually popped on Death Clock a little bit early, Maybe a misclick from him. That's his 10-second BKB charge going to complete waste.
Faces a stiff wind.
Yeah, definitely didn't go as planned there.
Middle tower is drowning. Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, just look at that initiation.
Oh, Ares so low, getting hit with that ulti did not help him. They're trying to go for position 5. Sometimes needs to maybe think about popping that wind run. No, they're going to go on Xeno Rex if they can get it so low, but just not. Bubbles going for that long distance power shot kill, but just not getting it. Tenshimon and Co managing to hold the line and stay the course, which is beautiful to see, even through our out now.
Yeah, it's it seems that Vispera is starting to actually find their feet now. I mean, Ferrule Apes,
Every coin
it's
helps.
just dominating, especially with that bristleback, and they're doing absolutely everything that they possibly can think of to keep him alive.
They truly are, and in all honesty, it seems to be working out in their favor right now with that heavy bristleback on the front. There's not much that they can do against him, and even if they do start doing things against him, he's gonna throw out those cool stacks. That's exactly what he wants you to do.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Vispera to actually deal with the bristleback, but I do see that he's actually picked up the Skull Basher. A nice little item there. It's just going to provide that additional stun, and you know, the core spray stack.
Yeah, really, this is not a passive bristleback. This is a very aggressive bristleback. What's a good sign is that Terrorblade's illusions are managing to do a little bit of damage to him, but he just goes out so easily with Disruptor behind him. And right now we got to wonder, how are they going to deal with that hero? Who's the one they're actually going to point to on their team and say, you go for it? Task building up the Heaven's Halberd, he seems to be saying, I've got the Sven, leave him to me. But then where's the back squad rolling in from?
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult, but I mean, I'm judging by the way that you know, Vispera is playing at the moment. You know, they still have the ability to come out on this one and maybe take the second game. You know, they could possibly even, you know, lose the second game. It's still very, very hard to say. They're not giving up. I mean, you know, they're definitely doing whatever they can.
They are definitely doing whatever they can, and it's something I always like to see in these teams that I watch their class, and even when I play in these pubs. But as I said, that Deathlock manages to find 3 of them, 2 of them pop immediately there. Bubbles in a lot of danger. Polaris clearing up from long range, working with that AA stun. That is all 4 dead. Oh, that uphill towards the Ancients, just not the place you want it to be.
Yeah, this is not a very good situation, and this could potentially be the downfall of the side of Vispera that we're seeing right now. I don't think that they even thought that the Sven was actually there, and they're losing a tier 3 as well as their Rax.
Yeah, this is definitely Rax going down. Tension is busy TPing back now. And she's rotating down to bot, and so is Deathclock and Xenorex, and they have no fear at all at this moment.
No, this is not a good situation for the side of Vispera at the moment. I mean, Deathlock is just standing there and fighting, but now Zeus has ordered them to get back.
The Roshan is up, so perhaps the idea here from the Zeus just being, let's too hasty or caught up in ourselves. Let's go back, let's grab the Aegis, and then run back in and just take this game, because they've cleared out that full range of mid-racks and the...
Yeah, I mean, looking at Sven's items, he's got the Chrysalis as well as the Demon Edge. just farming up the recipe very, very quickly, which now he's just bought. And I think this Sven is now actually gonna hit very, very hard. And it's gonna be sad to say it, but I don't see how Vispera with a Rax down mid is gonna be able to actually defend Roshan if Sven actually decides to go for it.
I don't think there's anything they can do to defend the Roshan, hey? I mean,
Unlucky find.
that is a narrow area in that pit. Feral monkeys just have Ferrule Apes just have so much that they can throw into that pit. That's a Disruptor, that's a Bristleback, that's a Nimbus Cloud, an AA ult, and a Sven with 4 points in cleave. Just listing that out scares me a little bit for them.
Yeah, look, the only saving grace in my personal opinion could potentially be the Terrorblade. It could potentially be you know, the Wind Ranger, which unfortunately is having major connection issues, or potentially even the Centaur Warrunner. I don't see the Tusk being able to save the game as much. Neither do I see the Dazzle, with the exception of the Grave. But other than that, it's literally going to come down to either the Terrorblade or, you know, maybe the Centaur coming up with a lucky kill that could potentially lead to a mid-rax themselves.
Completely agreed. The Tuskar is not a hero that functions well on the back foot of the game. We do manage to get those kills. I mean, this is 34 minutes into the game. Raxes will fall as a result, and I think that's why we're seeing this careful play coming out from Ferrule Apes at the moment. They recognize that, they understand that, and nobody wants to have that happen to them.
You know, it's going to be the you know, very difficult to actually fathom that, you know, an all female team is, you know, giving them such a run for their money. But I mean, it's possible. They've done very well thus far, and you know, if they keep it up, they should be able to maybe get a lucky playoff. And I mean, that's what they need right now. They need a lot of luck.
They do need luck, even more skill. So can the Sven. I think it's going to come down to this initiation. Centaur or and they get a beautiful initiation off, and then kill that Bristleback, kill the Sven, because then their team fight is pretty much gone. Zeus is not that hard to kill at the moment.
Yeah, and that's the Ages of Immortal. I mean, this is a very sticky situation for Vispera to be in right now. If they manage to get the Sven in there, it's pretty much over. I mean, the damage return from the Centaur Runner isn't hitting it anymore. Yes, might be able to do it against the AA or, you know, maybe against the Zeus. But I mean, the Bristleback and the Sven, I just don't see that happening.
And at the same time, while it is a wonderful ability, it does come at the cost of your own health. You're trying to alleviate that a little bit in some of the blade mail to return even more. But I don't think that's the kind of argument you want to get into with the Sven in the first place. I'd save that more as my backup plan rather than my main plan.
Yeah, look, with the Centaur Warrunner and you know, the return damage and the blade mail, potentially yes, he might be able to get Sven down low enough, maybe the Wind Ranger to get a stun off, maybe shackle him to a creep or even to a teammate, which might even turn the fight if they can manage to do it. But there's just too much backup.
There is way too much Bristleback. Almost finished that blade. Tenchimon's going in now. They pop BKB. Ferrule Apes taking a lot of damage. A beautiful two-match angle shot, but Deathclock is here. Deathclock is most certainly bringing the death. Tenchimon actually manages to bring him down, but that's just the Aegis while Polaris coming back in as well. Nimbus has already been dropped. He gets the stun off. That's 2 whacks, and he is dead. Bubbles is doing her best, but oh, right now with the lucky crit, 2 crits in a row, Sven manages to kill her. And it's just not really meant to. They don't have the damage needed, and that's the bottom is soon to follow, and then
Yeah, this is the Sven is literally they provided way too much time for Sven to farm up. I definitely feel that they should have been able to target him a little bit more. But I mean, it's difficult to do that when you've got a bristleback that's constantly keeping the team busy. And that is just allowing Sven to do pretty much whatever he wants to do, GG being called. And that is the game going in the favor of Ferrule Apes.
Yeah, Ferrule Apes playing a brilliant game here. As you said, with the bristleback on the front line, there's just no way you can ignore that. But then, at the same time, there's also nothing you can really do against that. A brilliant game coming out from both teams, but victory 33-16.
Yeah, I just want to see more or less where things actually started going wrong for the side of Vispera. I mean, as I mentioned, by the 20-25 minute mark, I mean, like I said, but basically by the 20-minute mark, that's when things started going completely awry. I mean, the team experience and net worth pretty much were the same, but it's still Ferrule that actually ended up with the least amount of team XP and net worth, yet Ferrule Apes was still actually able to do that. And I mean, looking at Deathlock, from let's say the 15-minute mark, he already started shooting up in terms of player net worth from the rest of the team. I mean, he shot them by sure 17 or yeah, about 7,000 experience, if my calculations are correct.
Yeah, I think your math is correct there. Ooh, this is I studied BA for all of those listening, so not exactly my strong suit. But that XP increase from him is just phenomenal there around that 26-28 minute mark, and really there's not much to do against Sven that's that far ahead of you.
No, definitely. But I mean, even though Sven obviously he does hit exceptionally hard, I would definitely give player of this game to Xenorex. That bristleback played absolutely beautiful. There was so much harassment. There wasn't much that Vispera could actually do to try and keep the Sven at bay.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Xenorex just making some beautiful plays there, being that aggressive bristle on the front, spamming out the quill sprays, demanding to be dealt with, and pulling attention onto him, which gives Deathlock time to just get in there and start wailing. It gives Polaris time to pop every single spell he can think of having, and it just put Vesperia in such a terrible position that they just didn't really have anything they could bring them back from that.
Definitely. But that definitely brings us to the end of tonight's cast, 2-0 in the favor of Ferrule Apes for Evolution Gaming. Valhalla2.0 Vispera, unfortunately, not able to, try and, come back from that one. They did give it a massive go, but all in all, very good game. From myself, Latre, any last words to Feet?
Just as you said, a very good game from both teams. Hard fought from Vesperia. Ferrule Apes managing to squeak out the second victory in a row. And again, a lovely evening at Dota. Thank you for having me, Latre.
Awesome stuff. So I will definitely see you guys tomorrow night. That will be Valhalla 2.0 Veneer. I'd still have to check up who they are playing, but that would be around about 8ish. So I'll definitely put the post up on my social network, so please don't forget to subscribe. Once again, thanks to my sponsors KOTech for the second year running, and we will definitely build up a good partnership and new features that I'm bringing into the game. So from my side, I'm going to say good night, have an awesome evening. I will see you guys tomorrow.